I was shook it. Wow, this is kind of happening right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Kamara. If you are new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, I post videos on motherhood and entrepreneurship and just take you along my journey as a single mom and an entrepreneur. And today's video I am really excited about. Today we are going to be talking about vision boards. Yeah, I know. Not everybody believes in vision boards. Some people think it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Understandably, I get it. I understand, the idea that you just take a bunch of, aesthetically pleasing pictures, the nicest you can find, paste them on a board, and then boom, the items magically appear in your life. I can understand that. Well, it doesn't quite work like that, but I'm here to tell you that there is power in vision boards and that you too can manifest your dreams and your desires by creating one. And I feel like I'm proof of that, and there's so many other people that can attest to that as well. So today in this video, I'm going to share with you my vision board success story and also some tips that you can use to manifest your dreams and make your vision board work for you as well. So first, let me just go ahead and get into, briefly get into my success story. And if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, you should go ahead and just go follow me right now. I will link it here. You can pause this video, go do that, and then come back. But yeah, I'll wait. Okay, so now that you're back, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I recently just got a new car. I upgraded from, what year was it? Like a 2001. I was driving a 2001 Toyota Land Cruiser, and I recently just got a 2020 Toyota RAV4 XLE, and I did a video on that, so if you want to check it out after this video, was my last video, so I'll link that video here also. So now the car that I bought is not the car that is on my current vision board that I look at every day, but when I went to get this car, something just drew me to it. I was just drawn to the car. While I was sitting there at the dealership waiting for them to finish washing the vehicle and so I could drive it home, I just had some questions pop up in my head, like, why am I so drawn to this vehicle? What drew me to it? Why do I want it? I just thought to myself, is it on a previous vision board that I did? The vision board I created in 2019 was actually a vision video, and I had it on my phone. So I decided to pull it up and I took a look, and what do you know? This exact car was on that vision board or the vision video. And I mean, it wasn't the exact car as far as the color, because the car I had on there was gray, but it was the same car, the RAV4. And I had, forgotten about it because end of 2019, I created a new vision board, which, I did a video on that too, so you can check it out. I'll link that video. But I did a new vision board, and I started, just focusing on that vision board, and I just kind of forgot about the other vision video that I created. I pulled up the vision video and I took a look at it, and the interesting thing about it was that I created this vision video in 2019, July 2019. I actually gave myself a 2-year span. So I did from July 2019, it was more like 2.5 years, to end of 2021 to accomplish these tasks or these things that I had on the board. I made this video in Google Slides and it was a slideshow that I turned into a video and added some music to it. I listened to it every single day. I watched it every day, every morning and every night. And as I looked at it, I noticed the 2 slides before that were a MacBook Pro and then an office space, which are 2 things that I have been able to manifest within this year. So I was shook it. Like, I was like, what? Because I hadn't looked at this vision board since 2019 pretty much. So those are 2 things. Those are actually my 2 most popular videos on this channel. My MacBook Pro, which I got earlier this year when they released it, when Apple released the MacBook Pro, which I'll link that video too. I'll link it here in the cards and also below. But that is my most popular video on this channel. And then my office space, which I just needed a dedicated space and I wanted it to look a certain way where I felt comfortable. That is also on this vision board or vision video. So you can check out that video too. I'll link both of them. I was just like, wow, these things that I wanted, that I was listening to and watching every day, I have manifested or are coming true. And it just was so shocking to me. And a lot of the other things on that vision board, I am actually actively working towards. There were some things that I noticed that I'm like, wow, this is kind of happening right now. So now, even though I used to watch that video every single morning, every single day, and then I stopped watching it once 2020 hit, and I had my vision board, my physical one that I had up in my office space, which I was really excited about that office space, so I had to get that vision board up there. I, wasn't watching the video anymore, but even with that, I still had those images kind of instilled in my brain. Like I still was thinking of them subconsciously. So yeah, there's power in the vision board. But I don't want to bore you too much with my success story. I will go over my vision video and also my current vision board and just some things that I'm working on towards the end of the video. And that's because I want you to take some stuff away from this video. I want you to get some tips, some things that you can do so you can manifest your dreams as well and make your vision board work for you. So let's get into that right now. So the first tip, or the first thing I would say for you to focus on, is mindset. And mindset is a huge thing. If you find yourself, talking negative to yourself, putting yourself down, or talking bad about things that you want to accomplish, saying that it's not for you, you can't have it because of this, or whatever, then it's, time that you learn to stand up to that voice in your head. And every time I think of this, I think of there's Les Brown, the motivational speaker and author. He has this speech that he did a long time ago, but when I listen to it, it's very motivating and it's funny because there's one part where he goes, you gotta stand up and tell that voice in your head to shut up. And the way he says it, it's like, really, no, you do need to stand up and tell the voice in your head, no, you can do it. Don't limit yourself. We are the only ones that limit the things that we can have. If you want to be a millionaire and you don't have this or you don't have that, you can have it. You can be a millionaire. You just have to have the mindset, and I'll go over some more tips of how you can get to that, but mindset is mindset is a big thing. If you don't believe it, then it's not going to happen for you. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about now is having an action plan. So remember earlier in the video when I talked about, you pick pictures and you post them up on the vision board and then things just magically appear to you? It doesn't quite work like that, unfortunately. This is how I look at vision boards. Vision boards are just a reminder, or should serve as a reminder of why you are working hard towards, or what you are working hard towards and why you are working that hard. To me, it's like having the vision board and seeing what you want. And for me, having my son on there, having the things that I know that I feel like will create a better life for me and also a life for him. It's just a reminder of why I'm doing everything that I'm doing and why I need to continue. So now these things won't happen unless you actually have a plan of how you're going to get there. Yeah, unfortunately, things don't just magically appear. Maybe it happens for some people, but for most people, it does not happen. So create an action plan, break things down of how you plan to achieve these goals. And then to add to that, the third thing I'm going to tell you is you actually have to do the work. Having a plan is great. I love planning. I, plan everything out. I love to plan. But one thing that I've messed up on in the past, and that I do still, now, is you create all these plans and it's an action plan, but you don't actually do the action part of the plan. So that is an important part. Once you have everything written down of what you need to do to get to these goals, you actually have to get to work. Whatever it is that you need to do to accomplish, to go along with that action plan, you have to do the action. You have to do the work. Like I said, things don't just magically appear. I wish they did. I wish, things happen like that. But to add on to the second point, the third point is now get to work. That plan you created, get to doing the work. So the fourth thing I would say is to make the vision board true to you. So what I mean by that is, don't place a super nice white marble mansion that is, in Miami Beach that's fit for an NBA player just because everybody's putting that kind of house on their vision board when you have no intentions to move to Miami Beach, you live nowhere close to it, and you don't even like white mansions. What I'm trying to say is put what it is that you want, what you want in your life, what you're comfortable with. Just because a lot of people want this, the perfect white house, maybe you like gray houses and you like them, closer to the neighborhood that you live right now. I would say look at houses in that neighborhood that you want to live in, and that's what you should make your vision board about. What is true to you, not what looks good to everybody else. And I say this because I myself have done that. The very first vision board I created that was over 10 years ago, I definitely put that white mansion on there, and it was very pretty, and I'm pretty sure it was from somewhere like Miami or somewhere tropical based on the trees that were around it. But I literally had no intention to move to anywhere near like that, anywhere that's similar to that. So yeah, I definitely did it, and all I'm trying to say is be intentional with what you choose to put on your board. Okay, so then the fifth thing that I'm going to say is to be specific. Be specific with what it is that you want to manifest. Saying I want to be rich in 2021 is not specific enough. Even saying I want to make 6 figures in 2021 is really not specific enough, because 6 figures could be 100,000, it could be 300,000, 500,000. So what is it that you want to make in 2021? So just be specific to the goal that you actually want to achieve. So I created a vision board worksheet that I will link here that you can download for free. I had it in my last vision board video. I had it linked in my last vision board video last year. A lot of people actually downloaded it, so I'll link it here too. A lot of these tips that I just gave you are in there, and it just helps you, break down your vision board and create it so that it is specific and true to you. So I'll link that below, you can check it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my vision board video, which was a Google Slides. It was a slideshow that I just played it as a video. And I will do another video that will show you how I created that, and I'll give you ideas on other programs you can use to create this, or something like this, to create a digital vision board. So if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you made it this far in the video, you should go ahead and subscribe. And if you like this video, if you found anything useful in it, give it a thumbs up, and let me know below if you're gonna create a vision board, if you're gonna do a digital one, or if you're gonna do the physical one like I did this past year. Okay, so let me pull up my video and see. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of share the slides with you on the screen. So I'll start showing you from the beginning of my vision board. And so you see it says 2019 vision board, but it is a 2-year plan from July 2019 to December 2021. So I just have some affirmations there and some quotes that just kind of keep me motivated. When you really want it, you are unstoppable. The 3 things that I wanted to focus on, and I still have that on my current vision board: faith, family, and finance. And then I went into my other focuses. So I have a few quotes. This one, particularly the one that says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." That one was a big one for me because, I had a kind of a tough year in 2018, but it really helped me just be calm, to be still. It helped me get through some stuff. That was an important one. So find what works for you. Yeah, something that will keep you going. I wanted to focus on health, be debt free. I'm still working on that. 2020, kind of messed things up, but I'm still working. Even with everything that's going on in 2020, you can still prosper. YouTube, Instagram, and my business, both I'm still working towards. And then I wanted to be the successful businesswoman. And it's funny because one of the pictures there reminds me of a picture that I took that I think is actually, I have it as like my cover on my channel. I'll share it and somewhere on the screen. I would like to make $1 million. Dreams don't work unless you do. So this touches on the point that I was saying, like, if you have dreams, they're not going to work unless you are going to do the work towards them. So here it is, the things I need money for. The MacBook Pro, which I definitely bought. They're quite expensive, so I knew I needed to save money for it. And then my office space. So I actually created my office space that is in our loft, but I'm actually in the process of creating I keep calling it a creative space that I want to put here in my room. And the crazy thing about it is I had ordered a desk to put in the space. The desk is already here, but it kind of looks like the desk that is in the middle picture. And I will link the picture of the actual desk that I ordered, but it's kind of similar. And it's just in that same little corner. You'll see once that video is coming up too, so stick around to see that. You'll see what I'm talking about with this space. So it's like I still had that in my mind when I ordered all these things. Even the chair is like a similar color, the chair that I ordered. And then, like I said, here's the car, Toyota RAV4. It's just in the darker model. I ended up getting white. And then I have my dream car still, which is, to come in the future. And I would love to be a homeowner. So I still have until 2021. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm still, I believe it. I believe that this will, this will be in the works in 2021. But yeah, there are some other things that came with the home. There was one particular thing where I put a sandbox in the video that I wanted to have like an outdoor space for Kai to be able to play. And at that time, our backyard was not really made, but what's interesting is that throughout this time. It kind of, I mean, he started when quarantine started, so we had to put like a pause in it. But Kai's dad, Skylar, has been creating a space for him in the backyard, and he actually built a sandbox. And I didn't even ask him for that, and I didn't even think about the fact that it was on my vision board or vision video. But Kai now has a sandbox currently in our backyard, so that just kind of manifested itself. But yeah, it just, you know, I show that I want to be a good mother, and that's like one of my main focuses, and yeah, it goes on. But I wanted to share that with you. But if you enjoyed this video, if you found any tips that you found were helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And subscribe to my channel. I am this close to getting to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm really, that's a big goal for me, and I really would love to get there soon. Before the end of this year, I would love to make it to 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe and let me know if you are going to make a vision board or vision video. And don't forget, I have the free download below that can help you create your next vision board. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope you stick around, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.